I lost my dad on my first birthday. He got killed. My dad was into the streets heavy. My dad was actually like in a group that's real popular in Michigan. They were like these young guys getting money or whatever, and he was in like drugs and stuff like that, and he ended up getting caught up. It was crazy because my dad owned a boat at 19, and he used to make music on a boat.
Arkisha Antoinette Knight, also known as Cash Doll, is a woman of many bars but also many layers. She's from Detroit and happens to be the oldest of her mother's 6 children.
I'm the oldest of 6, yes. So I'm like the second mom.
In her music, we hear these hardcore bars. She's one of the women that can go toe-to-toe with most of these male rappers and bar-to-bar with them as well. Her swag just oozes from her music. But who is she exactly? Where does all this pain that she raps about come from? And where does she get that hustler's mentality? Well, come on with me. After losing her dad at the tender age of just 1 year old, her stepdad took her in.
I wanted to give props to my stepdad, right? Because he took care of me since I was 2 years old. Since I was 2, I've known him to be my dad. And he took care of me. He took me in. He didn't treat me no less than his, because my sister and brothers is his kids. Mm. And he took me in, and I never knew that he wasn't my father until I got up in 5th grade when I was like 10 years old. And my mom was like, all right, I got to tell you. I have to tell you something. We're like 15 years apart. My mom had me when she was 15 years old. My mom had 5 kids at 21, but they took very good care of me. When I found that out, that kind of threw me for a spin. I'm like, dang, because that's around that time when we were getting older, we're like, okay, we're going to go mom and dad.
Right.
And she had to tell me, right. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I'm like, damn, all this time I'm thinking
that this guy is my father and he's really not.
When he is, but biologically.
But biologically.
No, and it was like, dang, that messed a girl up. I shifted, like just knowing that it's so people can think that, it don't bother me when you find out your parents, not your parents and stuff like, no, mentally, like from you thinking, like you have your father and he's not here. And now you seeing pictures of him and now you knowing that, dang, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, it struck you. It struck you in a different way. But my mom was so on me, I didn't go down a path of trying to be in the streets right then. That was 6th grade. That was 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And then by the time I got in high school, I was fighting all the time. I used to fight. Man, I used to beat girls up. I was just angry. You know what I mean? Then I got to a happy space, because I found something I love, which was writing poems.
She grew up in what she describes as one of the roughest areas in Detroit, known as Dexter Ave.
This shit crazy. I'm in the hood. Look, like this is my house right here. We stay actually on Dexter. Right here, this house right here. Oh, look at this house. Life was good. Life was a little rough, but it was good for the most part. It taught me a lot at an early age. This my hood, nigga. Look, this the house I used to stay in right here. This 9,000 Dexter. It's like, this a 2-family flat. So I stayed downstairs. Ain't nobody stayed upstairs. I stayed downstairs. It was 6 of us. You know what I'm saying? My mama, my stepdad, Sean. I'm on the corner of Dexter and Joy Road. Everybody knew I ran this bitch. I was the only girl that ran the streets. Only girl ran the streets. It's crazy because I used to have hit roll contests, fighting contests on the corner. I used to stand right here. I used to stand up in this motherfucker. I was bad. I was so bad. And like my stepdad, he used to sell drugs out of the house too that I stayed at. So it was like we had 2 different doorbells. We had a doorbell for when somebody was actually at the door, and we had a doorbell for them. We knew all the crackheads. We knew everybody.
Growing up, she always happened to be the center of attention.
I've been rapping all my life. I like entertainment, really. Like, I always, since I was little, I be on chairs performing with my mom Cone, singing Anita Baker. I always was, like, in dance routines. I won trophies and belts for that. I got stuff up talent shows. I was always winning talent shows.
In school, she let her creativity just run wild. It's also the place in which she created her very first rap.
And this is where I went to school at Winter Harter Middle School. I did 2 years here, and this is where I wrote my first rap. And it go a little something like this. Riding in the back of my 6th grade Cadillac, pulled by the liquor store, saw that nigga in the door, pulled out my 44, shot that nigga in his toe. I can't God, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
I bet the 6th grade Arkisha is thanking her right now for not stopping and always having that hustler's mentality.
I don't care about any means necessary. I'm a hustler. I'm going to get it, and I wanted money. I like to be fly. This is the Detroit that's just in me. So I always wanted to buy things and help my mom. There was at one point where I had 3 jobs at one time. So, like, I was working at Better Made Chip Factory, Little Caesars, and Best Buy at one time.
See, these jobs really just weren't working out for Cash Doll's lifestyle, so she was inspired by her friends to join a new field.
I needed some money. I was just like, you know what? I need some money. All my friends that I told you I had, like, dance groups with and stuff like that, all of those girls was in the strip club. So I'm seeing them in these big condos with these brand new cars, these little cute puppies, and they got the latest fashion. Yeah. And here I go waiting every 2 weeks for this check to come and this check to come to even make it $800 total. I'm like, oh my God, they make this junk in an hour. I'm going to do it. They like, come on, you straight. You'll do it. Come on. That's my best friend. She went with me my first night. The music playing, it's all this liquor and smoke, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm in this environment. I'm about to do it. So my first dance was somebody that my best friend knew. And I started dancing with them, and they gave me some money. They tipped me good because they already knew me because I used to be around all the time.
She quickly found success here and created a name for herself, Cash Doll.
Cash Doll, that was your stripper name before you started rapping?
Yeah. I was an exotic dancer. I wasn't a stripper. I threw a birthday party, and it was like a Burberry edition. I sold out the club. It hit capacity, and I made so much money. This is my first time I made like $11,000, $13,000 this one night. So I'm like, hell yeah. I'm talking about I was on every flyer in Detroit, Michigan. I was on every flyer. I was the most paid exotic dancer in Detroit, Michigan without even taking her clothes off. People used to come out to see me. You go look at my videos on YouTube because I keep them up because I'm not ashamed of where I come from. But like if you go look at the videos on YouTube, I used to walk across the stage rapping songs and they used to just throw me all the money. And I used to just be up there like, I went home and I had all these garbage bags, black garbage bags full of money. And I just looked at it like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. Because I could put my foot in it and it was just high. But I made 26 in singles. But like from the door money and the booths, I made like 13 more thousand. So, yeah.
She eventually realized that exotic dancing just really wasn't for her. And it even at times made her feel insecure.
I never enjoyed it. I hated it. I hated being I was a tomboy growing up. I didn't like. I used to have to take like 4 shots of Grey Goose to deal. Like to talk to a nigga I know I wouldn't even talk to on a regular day. I enjoyed the stage part, but the working the floor and all that, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't even stand it. I wasn't even too secure with my body, and like I didn't like it for real. I'm just be honest with you, but I did what I had to do.
It took an ex to believe in her and actually push her into doing what made her happy, rapping.
I had a boyfriend, and his name was Dex Osama. And he had a crush on me all this time. He was a little younger than me, and I'm like, boy. And so we finally started dating, and he hated me dancing. He hated it. He used to actually pay me $1,500 to stay home. One day we riding, and we're about to go to the mall, and I'm like, you know what? I want to be a rapper. And he was like, you can do it. You look good. Everybody already love you. You got a nice body, and you got a chain. So we went to the studio. He put it on his Instagram. I put it on my Instagram. Then somebody called me like they want to do a feature. We excited. He like, all right, now say this. So I'm saying whatever he want me to say. So I got to open up with them at Chief Keef concert. After that, the rest is history. I just didn't stop. I did a song to Tinashe 2 on remix. It was on rotation. Top 888. It was crazy. It did 200,000 views in 1 hour.
As her star rose, people constantly tried to bring up her dancing past, but she was determined to change the narrative and manifest her destiny.
Outgrown it now. It got me to where I'm at. I had millions of interviews about it, and I'm just over talking about it. I think people just stuck on the past. It's like, let's talk about what I'm about to do and what's happening and stuff now. It's like, that's 5 years ago. What about when I opened up for Drake? I speak a lot of things into existence. My makeup artist, and she's also my friend, her birthday is in August. So I said, for your birthday, I'm going to introduce you to Drake. I don't even know Drake. So August come around, and she was like, remember you said you was going to introduce me to Drake? I'm like, yeah. She like, he coming here. I'm like, when he coming? She like, in a few days. I'm like, I'm about to go DM him because we friends. You know what I'm saying? This is something in my head, right? So I goes to my DM. Why the fuck Drake tell me happy birthday in March? So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm hitting everybody. Yo, you fake. You ain't told me Drake told me happy birthday. Oh my God, why ain't nobody tell me Drake told me happy birthday? So I wrote him like, Drake, I didn't even know you told me happy birthday. Oh my God, I love you so much. So he wrote right back like, I thought you just ain't fuck with the kid. I'm like, is you fucking stupid? You know what I'm saying? It's perform at the Joe Louis at where I'm from, and it's with Drake. Everybody loves Drake. And I'm coming on right before Drake. Well, it was time, and I went to go fuck that shit up too. I ain't play with him. As soon as I got done, he was like, you bodied that.
And y'all, it was up from here. She made hit song after hit song such as Ice Me Out, which currently has over 25 million views on YouTube.
Ice me out, nigga, ice me out.
And of course her TikTok famous song, Here I Go, which has been recreated over 120,000 times.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go. I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
Currently, she's tapping into that acting bag on 50 Cent's brand new series called BMF, Black Mafia Family, playing Monique. She's also a soon-to-be mother, y'all. She's having her first ever child with her boyfriend, who's also an artist. For part 2 on Kash Doll's life, please like this video and comment what your thoughts were below. What did you learn new about Kash Doll in this video? And subscribe to the Forever Taryn Times while you're at it, because I just love uplifting these celebrities. Sometimes we see their stories and don't really know exactly how they got where they are. I've made documentaries on Nicki Minaj, Saweetie, and JT. You can check them all out on my page and let me know who else you would like to see here.
Hello. Yeah.